Russia has once again launched a massive attack on Ukraine. Like previous strikes, the aggressor country calls them so-called retaliatory strikes for Ukraine's attack on Russian strategic airfields. In an interview with Glavred, diplomat, head of the Center for Russian Studies, and former Ukrainian Foreign Minister Volodymyr Ohryzko explained what is preventing Trump from imposing sanctions against the Russian Federation, why there will be no joint statement on Ukraine at the NATO summit, and what is actually capable of breaking Russia's onslaught in the war in Ukraine. In my opinion, there are two factors to talk about here. It seems to me that the best sanction is what recently happened at 5 Russian military airfields. This is what we must demonstrate every day and every night. And the more such strikes there are on the Russian military machine, the faster it will break. This is the first point, from which follows the need to receive from our Western partners all the military assistance we need. Not tomorrow, not the day after tomorrow, but today, and even better, yesterday. Then we will have one of the main arguments in our pocket, he said. The second point is the production of our own weapons. And by the way, President Zelenski also said that we can provide up to 40% of our own needs. If this is realized, it will be a colossal tool of influence on Moscow. They are already publicly saying that Ukraine is moving towards a new high-quality weapon, ballistic missiles. They have already undergone the relevant tests and have even been used. Ballistic missiles may crush targets into Russia. If we manage to transfer this program to industrial production in the near future, and the production of missiles goes quickly and on a large scale, then the swamps will quickly understand what a boomerang is. I have always said, those who launch a boomerang and think that it will not return are mistaken. It returns, and now is precisely the moment. Another factor is sanctions, but they should not be leaky. Sanctions must be real and controlled. If sanctions are introduced against Russian oil, then let's make sure that not a single rusty trough that the Russians use to transport oil goes unnoticed. Because if, on the one hand, there is a beautiful statement and on the other, ugly execution, then this discredits the very idea of sanctions. Well, that's all, actually. Volodymyr Ohryzko added.
Elon Musk stepped back from his explosive feud with U.S. President Donald Trump, writing on X that he regrets some of his posts about his one-time ally and that they went too far. According to Associated Press, Musk's break with a president whom he spent hundreds of millions of dollars to elect appeared to put an end to his influence in the White House and prompted concerns about effects on his companies. As a major government contractor, Musk's businesses could be particularly vulnerable to retribution, and Trump has already threatened to cut Musk's contracts. Musk earlier deleted a post in which he claimed without evidence that the government was concealing information about the president's association with infamous pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. On Sunday, Trump told NBC's Kristen Welker that he has no desire to repair their relationship and warned that Musk could face serious consequences if he tries to help Democrats in upcoming elections.
American car company in generations and his rocket company.
I'm very disappointed in Elon.
You know,
Do you expect to continue advising the president and Doge informally, or are you going to sort of shift your focus entirely to your companies?
well, I expect to continue to provide advice.
Recovery efforts were underway after about 30 tons of diesel fuel spilt into the Yenisei River in Siberia after a tugboat struck an underwater object and crashed Tuesday. According to Associated Press, the vessel, which was towing 2 barges, was punctured in the collision, damaging its fuel tank and steering system before being washed ashore. An oil slick formed after the spill and has spread approximately 30 kilometers from the site of the accident. Emergency crews are installing containment booms to prevent the spill from spreading further. Trofim Khmelevsky, the Krasnoyarsk region transport prosecutor, said the treatment of the Yenisei River water area with sorbent and the removal of pollutants from the water surface continue. He added that work is underway to prepare for raising and towing the partially submerged vessel to the site of the proposed repair. According to the local administration, most of the diesel is concentrated along the shore and in nearby backwaters. However, some has been carried by the current into the central channel, reaching the shipping route.
На сегодняшний день закончена установка боновых ограждений длиной более 900 метров. Продолжается обработка сорбентом акватории реки Енисей и удаление загрязнений с поверхности воды. Завершено водолазное обследование затонувшего теплохода. Проводятся работы по подготовке к поднятию и буксировке частично затопленного судна к месту предполагаемого ремонта.